to the next dimension.
Hey guys, this is Undercoverdudes all the way from Down Under, and instead of studying for my final exams, I'm making a Combat Arms video just for you guys because I got really bored. I've got some gameplay, it's a fire team using M416 CQB and all of that, and it's on normal, it's just the most easy mode thing ever, it's the most stress-free gameplay, and it's a bit ironic because it completely counters what I'm going to be talking about today. And I said before, it's my year 12 exams, and no matter who you are, in most first world countries, you're going to be going through your final exams, you know, sooner or later in your life, unless you drop out or do something along those lines. But for the majority of people, you're going to be doing your final exams, you know, sometime in your life. And for me, it's in about 1 week. In about 1 week, I have my first exam that's on physics. Then 2 days later, I have another exam, and that is on mathematical studies. That's the topic name. And then about a week after that, I've got chemistry, and a week after that, I've got specialist mathematics, which is the bane of my life. I absolutely hate it so bad, but I've got 4 exams, 12 hours total, and yeah, my life is just a tiny bit stressful at the moment. So I wanted to go and talk to you guys about it. If you've already done it, please go and tell me your experiences in the comment section below and how you can go and kind of get rid of this, because I'm feeling, you know, pretty average at the moment. I've been studying quite a lot, but the feeling always lingers that you're never doing enough. Like right now, I could be studying and that would make me feel a little bit better, but in the end, would it really do that much of a difference of just 10 minutes more study? You never really know. But for me, I'm just a little bit stressed out at the moment. But I wanted to go and talk about it because all in all, there's no real reason to be all worked up about final exams. No matter really who you are, it doesn't matter if you have the hardest subjects in the world or you have the easiest subjects, quote unquote, in the world. It doesn't really matter. The one thing I've always done when I do my tests and stuff is, if I know I've done enough study, I know that I'm prepared the most I can. I was going to say I'm completely prepared, but you can never be completely prepared for anything. There's always going to be something they're going to chuck at you that's going to be just a little bit out there. Of course, it's going to be in the curriculum outline, so they say, oh, it's okay, but it's just going to be a little bit something different. And it's the way you go and respond to it that makes all the difference. And that's what I've seen throughout my times of doing year 12 and throughout my, 13 years of education, basically. But saying that, if anybody is in the same position I am, I think you just have to go and work and just keep working and just kind of think that these next couple of weeks just don't do anything besides study. That's what my personal take is. That's my personal take of year 12, to be perfectly honest. The only things I've done is study and play video games. That's it, really. Socialization has been kind of out of the window just because I just don't have enough time for it. Now, I know that might not be the most healthy balance of stuff to go and do, but that's the balance I chose to take, and it goes and reflects in my grades. At the moment, it's doing okay. So hopefully, if these, exams come out to be decent grades, I can go and get a decent ATAR, which is kind of your ranking score. If you've got a 99.95 ATAR, you're better than 99.95% of the population. That's pretty cool. And I'm hoping to be, kind of up there with my grade. But wherever you want to be, it doesn't really go, and it doesn't really matter. You just have to go and feel that whatever you've done up until that point, be it a test or a final exam, that you think, okay, I couldn't have done any more that would have made a significant difference. Because as I said before, you can always do more, but is doing too much just going to go and just mull over stuff that you really don't need to be? And I've done that a couple of times and just kept studying. And then when I get into the actual test, you kind of just numb out in a way. And then when you do it, you just don't realize what you're writing down just because it's all you have in your head. And going and relaxing beforehand for me by, let's say, making a YouTube video like I'm doing. Probably the night before the exam, I will go and make a YouTube commentary. Just a very small one and upload, maybe 2-3 minutes. But it's just a good way to go and put myself back into. And for other people that don't do YouTube, obviously you can go and play a game of League of Legends, a game of Combat Arms or something like that. Don't turn into an all-nighter, but you can just go and do it just to go and put yourself into a, let's say, a more chill mood, because the more clear your mind is before going into something, especially really big, then overall it's going to be better. That's just my personal experiences. But saying that, overall, even if you do stuff up final exams and tests and stuff like that, if you know in your heart, like deep down, that you know you did absolutely everything that you could, I suppose it's okay in the end, because you have the dedication to keep getting back up and you can keep going through different pathways. And even if you didn't do all that well because you didn't study enough and it's your fault, then okay, that's, you know, an opportunity. You have to go. That's not an opportunity, obviously it's reality, and you have to go and accept it. But even though you might stuff up in the end, there's still many alternate pathways to where you want to go. For me, I want to get into the field of engineering, and at the rate it is now, touch wood, that's me touching wood, slamming wood, I think I need a bit more, I think I'll be able to go and get there. But if you don't go and get the score, you don't go and get the rating that you need, there's still many alternate ways to go and get where you want. You can go and start out for in university, start a lower degree, get a really high GPA, that's what we go and call it in the universities and stuff. You get a really high GPA, and then you can go and transfer to another course, and then another course, and just build yourself up. It's kind of like going and fixing all the stuff you haven't really done in high school, and then, you know, in university and so on, and you can go and do it. But even if you don't want to go to university, you want to go and do a trade and stuff like that, there's nothing wrong with that as well. There's so many opportunities out there. So even though they are stressful, they are definitely not the end of the world if you don't do good on them. If you do good at them, good on to you. That's my thing. I want to do good because I want to have the most direct. I don't want to do any more work. I'm really lazy. I just want to go to my direct, straightforward path. Boom, get my degree, yeah, get a job easy. Get all that YouTube money, yeah, definitely. But but that's the way I want to go and go. But for other people, I want to go in different ways. So this has been really random, spanning on 7 minutes, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. But other than that, it's Undercover Dudes, all the way from Down Under, out.